Welcome back to my channel, Aries, and this reading is for November 2021 for any Aries with a sun, moon, or rising sign in their astrological chart. Now, without further ado, let's tune into tarot for the month ahead. So I do have 5 tarot cards pulled here. The first card will indicate the energy of the recent past. The next 4 tarot cards will indicate the weekly progression of November. And then the final card will be an oracle card that will suggest kind of messages and final words of wisdom to help us navigate our month. So with this first card, we've got the Judgment card, and this indicates the energy of our recent past, which can bring about a decision that we've had to make, or some kind of realization or epiphany or information that came to light, some kind of awakening that we're having, or a higher calling that's been presented to us that we're being called to step into, a new role or some kind of status upgrade or a change in status of some kind. So we're ready and willing to step into that new role and that higher calling, but it might be bringing about a bit of panic or fear or anxiety because we're having a hard time sleeping with this 9 of Swords. And so it might be keeping us up at night. It might be a good idea to maybe consume some sleep supplements or lemon balm or different herbs that kind of calm us down, do some extra meditation, listen to those Hertz music or solfeggio, in our earbuds to help kind of calm our nerves and put us in a more of a meditative alpha state, something a bit more calm. Because we're very much in our heads and over analyzing things. And this can also be a card of making mountains out of molehills. So we're sort of blowing things out of proportion potentially with whatever information came to light or whatever awakening we're going through. Whatever awakening we're going through is literally keeping us awake at night. So in the second week of November, we do have the 4 of Pentacles, and this is a energy of possessiveness and control. And in regards to finance, you're holding on to your money and you're not spending it. You're being very frugal with your spending habits. You may have been awakened to your stocks losing money, perhaps, or your investments losing money. And so that's keeping you up at night and it's causing you to just tighten your grip on your money at this time. Also, I look at this 4 of Pentacles and he's kind of guarding his heart space. So there may have been some information that was illuminated last month in regards to a relationship or a partnership of some kind. And it brought about some panic or anxiety. And so now you're feeling a bit more possessive over your partner or guarded in your heart space even. So maybe you're a bit more closed off or just protected over what you let into your heart. Right now, you're just being a bit more protective or isolated or encapsulated. You're not as open to receive. You're very kind of closed off and protected right now and guarded. In the 3rd week of November, we do have the King of Pentacles reversed. And this does suggest that we are having to reevaluate our relationship to money in some way. Sometimes the King of Pentacles reversed can suggest that we are so focused on work and making money that we disconnect from our loved ones, our family, our human-to-human connections. So with the 4 of Pentacles, where you're holding so tightly onto money, and the King of Pentacles reversed, where you're so focused on work and making money that sometimes you don't enjoy the fruits of your labor because you're just working all the time. Or like I said, you sort of lose sight of other parts of your life that need your attention, like people. In the final week of the month, we do have the 10 of Cups reversed. So this is bringing in some kind of disbalance or imbalance and disharmony into your relationships, into your family, into your home life. And so your family may be feeling very disconnected with you because you're so focused on your connection to money and working, and they're feeling neglected is what I'm seeing in this final week of November. So maybe during the holidays, you kind of work through the holidays, or you're not as present with your family or your loved ones or your human-to-human connections towards the end of the month, and so they feel a bit disconnected, or there might be some issues or disagreements over how finances are being spent in regards to your money or on your family members. There might be some contention or disagreements in regards to that. And so, yeah, it looks like money is going to be quite a focus for you in November. Money, family, and some anxiety coming up as well that's preventing you from sleeping. That's more in the beginning. But let's see what final words of wisdom come in from Oracle. We've got Winter's Dream, which is gestation period. And we'll read from the book here to see what the Oracle has to say. This is number 63. So gestation period, sanctuary, and conscious awareness. The Winter's Dream is a summons to go within. Your life force longs to turn inward, like the sap of trees returning to the roots. Cast your gaze toward the deep and hidden places in your heart. Come to rest again in the sanctuary and safety of your soul, and be at peace, basking in your crystalline clarity in that quiet place. This is not hibernation. Do not fall asleep. Take your quiet, wakeful nature with you into the stillness and know that you are replenishing your life force. Trust that the deeply buried seeds inside your soul, the ones you planted even before you were born, are stirring softly, ready to awaken with the spring. But do not try to rouse them early. Instead, surrender to the quiet of Winter's Dream. Winter's Dream can lull you into a slumber where you can lose consciousness and become caught in a nightmare. Nine of Swords is a nightmare. That's literally what that means. Is the Nine of Swords is you're awakened from a nightmare. Awaken, find that easy return to wakefulness that brings you clarity. This is the time to set your priorities in order, yet not act on any of them. Allow the clarity and transparency that comes with the Winter's Dream to permeate your heart and soul. The time for action will come later. Remember that all things are born of dreams, and your task is to wake up within the dream to lucidly guide it to your chosen destination. So a few consistent themes here is this idea of awakening, which is a Judgment card, is sort of this awakening that happens, and you awaken to a higher calling. Plus this nightmare and not being able to sleep, literally with the Nine of Swords. And then something about the heart. Allow the clarity and transparency that comes with the Winter's Dream to permeate your heart and soul. So remember I said you're really protective of your heart space. So it's like open up to allow this Winter's Dream to permeate your heart and soul. Create more connection between your heart space and what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, and also with your human-to-human connections. But also not putting such a strict timeline on things, allowing things to unfold at the appropriate pace that the universe is sort of dictating to you, allowing things to gestate and kind of sit with it and not be in such a panic, but just sort of be more present and get out of your head so much, I guess, is sort of some of the tips that are coming through. But it's like mission, money over mission. You want your mission to be, I think, more paramount to the money focus. So, and then also, of course, the issues with family and the imbalance there. You want to also put your human-to-human connections even above that, right? So your human-to-human connections and the mission are paramount to your focus on money. And I think that will hopefully guide you in the right direction. Now, Aries, if that felt like it resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up, comment below, let me know how your month unfolds. And thank you for tuning in today. I will talk to you guys next month. Take care.